What's up, y'all? Timothy here. We're back with another video. I've got some news today, and of course, some of you already know what's been going on. The cat is out the back, okay? I'm not thrilled about this news that I'm going to tell you guys about today. So I've been seeing a lot of buzz on social media, and I wanted to share my thoughts with you, okay? So MultiChoice. This is about the MultiChoice and McG and all that network of podcasts in South Africa.
Penduka.
Yep.
It's official.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh. Say it now.
It's happening.
Come out of
Ladies
it now.
and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Podcast and Chill Network is going on DSTV.
Making TV great again.
These are the podcasts that are well known in South Africa, and then we are seeing a lot of transition that I personally, in my opinion, I don't like. MultiChoice has just announced that they are bringing some of the South African biggest and most popular podcasts to TV. And I gotta say, I'm not sure if this is a good move. I mean, all this is starting in April 1st, and some of your favorite podcasts will be airing on Mzansi Wethu and Mzansi Magic. I don't know how I feel about these people. I just don't understand, okay? Personally, I think this could kill the vibe, and here's why. Let's talk about it. The article that I was reading about this whole thing, on top of the shows that Mzansi Magic already has, you know, they're adding up on this extra show. This is more than like 5 podcasts that will be joining in April. I feel like that's just too much. I'm not a hater, and I am a supporter of all these people, but I feel like this is just being greedy. Okay, so the whole thing, in my opinion, I feel like it's just going to kill the vibe. So here are the shows that will be stacked up on channel 163 DSTV. Okay, so now we're going to have Piano Pulse, we're going to have PNC with Pop-Ups, we're going to have Podcast and Chill with McG, we're going to have Spreading Rumors, and also the other one, the guy who always talk about like people who went to jail and they come and they tell stories about their jail experience when they went to prison and stuff like that. Those shows are all headed to TV. Okay. Let me actually go to the list, because I actually have a complete list here. Give me 1 second. I have a complete list here, and I don't agree with none of this nonsense that they are doing. Okay, I don't agree with this. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. They got Piano Pulse. It is one that hosted by Munaka, Tahi, and Sfiso, and then they got PNC with Pop-Ups. They got Podcast and Chill with McG, and then they got Against the Wall with Skim GP. They got Open Charts. They got Spreading Rumors. They got Awkward Dates with Lasizwe. And then they got Joseph Derry. Like, people, what is this? What is this? Do you like, I'm mad. I'm really mad, because I feel like this is just too much. And I don't know why MultiChoice is doing this. And I feel like in the beginning, McG did not agree with, people signing him or unless if he has a certain condition. So I don't know about, some of these podcasts that are actually going in here, they all fall under McG's network. And here's my problem with the idea. These podcasts are raw, okay? They are, number one, unfiltered, very personal, and that's one thing that actually makes them so appealing. Whether it's a discussion on Amapiano, in freaking Piano Pulse, the hilarious takes on life on the PNC within Pop-Ups, and often controversial topics on McG, Podcast and Chill. I mean, now on TV though, things are going to change. There is a whole different level of censorship when it comes to broadcasting. I mean, let's be honest. When podcasts get translated to TV, they tend to lose their natural feel and then an unscripted feel. They become a lot more of like controlled. And you know what that means? Boring. It's not going to be the same vibe that makes the podcast good in the first place. Most of the YouTube shows that actually got transitioned to TV, they lose their charm. And I'm worried that this is what's going to happen with these shows. Let's talk about McG Podcast and Chill. It's known to be very controversial and very candid, especially when it comes to celebrity and interviews and the current events. But once that kind of shows hits the mainstream, it's going to tone down. And I think it's going to take away what made it perfect, what made it to the world as one of the best podcasts in Africa. You won't get some unfiltered conversation that you used to get prior to them signing up with the multi-choice. And that's really what podcast is about. And my other thing that I wanted to know is like, do you guys think these shows will still remain on the YouTube? I feel like they will probably still remain on YouTube. Like McG had said in the beginning that he doesn't want the shows. He will never sell his shows, but at this point, I feel like he's selling the portion of the show, the portion of the shows. I think maybe he had somebody draft a contract that I will arrange the special editions for you that I won't be airing on my actual podcast, but I will have this special edition that will just run on multi-choice. You know, not getting rid of my channel and all of that. I know in the US, most of the time, people have to get rid of their channel to go mainstream. And I don't think this will happen because most of those shows that they are signing up, they still fall under McG. They still fall under McG Productions. So I don't know. I think Pop-Pops, the one from the PNC, is still under McG, and then Piano Pause, I think is still under McG. So I don't know, people. This is just gonna be boring. We literally just gonna have to sit down through watered down shows and miss out on the real good shows on YouTube. Honestly, I don't know about you, but I don't honestly see or imagine podcasts being entertaining on national television. You know, it's all about scheduling, the ad break, censorship, fitting into the time slots. It's just too much. And that's going to mess the whole energy of this podcast. And what made it so great was the freedom they had, the long-term conversations, the spontaneity, the realness. If you put that on TV, it just won't feel the same. And honestly, I'm a little skeptical about how this will play. And this will be all on channel 163. Now on channel 161. Channel 161, they're going to have Awkward Days with Lasizwe and Joseph Derry. Awkward Dates. That's just kind of crazy. You know how they were exchanging phones. I really got some concerns here. These shows are built around candid and often awkward and funny. But when you throw them on TV, everything is sanitized and edited to fill the broadcast version. It just doesn't feel right. I'm afraid they might lose the charm. I know Lasizwe is very excited about this thing, making money. I mean, he's been on TV. This is not the first time his shows get picked up on TV, but this is just too much in my opinion. My biggest issue is this thing of shifting the whole thing from podcasting to a very sanitized TV programming. Everything all censored. It's just not the same, and I don't think it will nearly be as entertaining as it is right now. And I think a lot of excitement, freedom of expression, and the realness will get lost when these shows hit the TV. Plus, I'm not sure if they're going to retain the same loyalty of the fans that they currently have. Do you guys think it's going to ruin everything that make this special, or what? We got another thing coming. Some people are mad that some of the shows were not picked up on this TV, and I'm like, good for them. I know it's a good money and all of that, but sometimes no good money is good money. That's what it said. I think that's what it says. I might be wrong, but listen, that's all I gotta say about this channel, this TV shows. Honestly, I feel like it's just not gonna work. I feel like I'm kind of disappointed at McG and the whole team for deciding that they will accept on this offer. This is a terrible offer that I did not see it coming, and I feel like it's just horrible. It's just terrible. It's just a bad idea. It was not supposed to happen, in my opinion. There's some other small shows that could have been picked up. McG already makes ton of money from his YouTube channel. But him transitioning, I don't think he's 99. I don't think he's 100% transitioning into mainstream. But like I said, I think it's probably just going to be a couple of shows that will be only produced for multi-choice. It's not going to be like we're going to run your whole channel and transition it to the mainstream. We're going to pick some of your shows that you do and then we're gonna broadcast. This is not the first time. He was on MTV. No, on Channel O, I think. I don't know what happened with that deal. I don't know if it's still there, but maybe that's gonna be the case. But the smaller TV shows, Munaka and everybody, they're excited because not smaller TV show. The other podcasters, they're excited because now they're going mainstream. I might be wrong, maybe how I'm seeing this thing. Somebody in the comments, just go ahead and let me know your knowledge. I'm not really good at these things, but I feel like this is a bad business move for them unless there's some stipulations when it comes to the contracts and all of that and the content that they're going to be putting out for their multi choice. But that's just my opinion, honestly. Just go ahead and hit the like, hit the share if you feel like doing that. I'll see you guys with another video next time.
We are going to make TV great again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
But wait, there's more. It's not just us. So it's not just the shows on the network.
Yes.
Joining us, we've got some other podcasters, content creators who are going to be making TV great again.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sol Pinduka, please, we'll introduce the first content creator, one of the biggest in the country that we have right now.
One of the biggest in the country. If you didn't know, you'd think his name meant... Keep quiet, let's hear. Tula Sizwe, as you sit in an awkward date with him like an aux cable. King of the awkward dates, Tula Sizwe.
So,
What up, La Sizwe? What up, La Sizwe? I'm sorry, I love your full name. Tula Sizwe is pure Dambuza. But hey, people know you as La Sizwe. Good morning.
good Monza, good Monza, good Monza, good Monza. It's finally happening. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Congratulations, La Caesar. We are going on air. We are going on DSTV. You specifically are going to be on Mzansi Magic every single Saturday at 9 p.m. Awkward dates with La Caesar. Just tell us, man, what's you feeling right now? What can people expect? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, man.
Firstly, congratulations to you guys also. Like, we are one team. Internet is now on television. How crazy.
Yeah, man.
You know, this is such a community, and we're finally doing it. You know, we've always been, you know, the outside kids. We have to fight for things, and people don't believe in us. And now we're on TV to make TV great again. So I feel very honored. I feel very blessed and very, very grateful. And I'm excited to bring Awkward Dates to television. Like, we are here. News Party Inside.
Party Inside!
Party!
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for La Caesar.
Well done.